Hallo Leute, willkommen zur neuen Folge von Genshin Impact. Es ist das neue Update 4.2 und wir verlieren nicht viel Zeit. Wie ihr seht, haben wir Furina gepult und machen uns auf den Weg zur Archon Quest. Ich will wissen, was hier läuft, denn wer den Trailer angeschaut hat, weiß, dass ganz viel hier läuft. Und ich will Antworten. Ich will sicher gehen, dass Fontaine auf die andere Seite des Flusses ankommt. Er wird irgendwie ein Dings mit wird da mal was er mitzieht. Egal. So. Oh nein, eine Zeit ist vergangen, seit er hat den Zwischenfall im Fort mehr Preis. Yep, das ist das Leben. Ich hab's auf Deutsch nicht gesetzt. Ups. Weiß nicht. Okay, es ist Zeit für uns aus dem Fort of Merpid rauszukommen, so wie hier halt jetzt die Prozeduren durchzugehen. Okay, ich hoffe, diese Szene ist nicht zu lange, weil dann kann ich ganz schnell Maskerade der Verdächtiger nehmen. Da kann ich mich ganz schnell zu durchwechseln. Ich habe das komplett vergessen. Weil ich war direkt halt rein, um mir einerseits die Wishes zu nehmen und habe damit Furina sowie auch Child bekommen. Und da bin ich sehr zufrieden, das war nämlich mein Ziel. Und ich habe auch schon das erste Gebiet erkundet, was ich hier kann zeigen. Hier habe ich alles eingesammelt für den Teleportern. Und das ist hier das zweite Gebiet, was ich noch muss machen. Und die World Quest, die machen wir sowieso im Pacht selbst. Stimmt, wo wir jetzt eigentlich richtig loslegen. Hier sind noch die Konditionen, um einerseits die Quest anzufangen. Wisst ihr Bescheid? Und weiter geht's. So. Er spricht mit der Empfangsdame. Tiefer. Die nicht woanders normalerweise? Oder spinne ich gerade? Ah ne, stimmt, sie ist hier. Okay, dann kriegst du gesagt. Hallo. Aber warte, bevor wir jetzt aber hier reden, kurz profitieren und voila, das passt schon viel besser. So.
Please sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Meripede via the regular channels.
Okay.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and...
Ja. Oh, das klingt ja schon vielversprechend.
What's happening?
Keine Ahnung. Alles in Ordnung? Was zum Teufel läuft denn jetzt schon?
Fine, thanks. But I wonder what that tremor was just now.
Vielleicht, dass Uhr mal was ausbricht so langsam da unten.
Let's go ask the Duke.
Ja, lieber auch. Okay, Beginn eines neuen Lebens. Okay, gehen wir mal zum Büro. Ich nehme an, der weiß, was los ist. Also wenn wir Weißli nicht finden und die Treppe nach unten ist verfügbar, dann wissen wir wahrscheinlich, was los ist schon. Aber okay. Sehr interessant. Mal sehr gespannt. Okay, auch zum Büro. Okay, ist er da? Ja, ist hier. Okay. Weißli, was ist los?
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
Ja, das Beben?
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. In fact, it seems it came from the surface.
Das ist von der Oberfläche?
Over the years of serving as the warden here, I've developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't fail so easily.
Okay.
So the fortress is okay?
Scheint so.
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
Das ist auch wahr, I guess.
Huh, you've got a point. Okay, seems we need to get back up to the surface and ask about what happened.
Ja, das war sehr verdächtig.
By the way, do you know what day it is today?
I believe today is this month's pipe cleaning day.
Okay.
Wait, seriously?
Eigentlich ist heute der Tag, an dem wir uns von dem Fort verabschieden.
Ah, yes. Have you completed your release papers?
Yep.
Yep. It's you two.
Oh, Citrine.
Are you leaving now?
Yep.
That's right. Today is our last day in prison. But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here.
Nee,
It's
nicht
actually
wirklich.
been pretty nice.
Ja, viele Menschen haben uns geholfen.
Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now. Then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
No.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort you out.
Okay.
You're not going to see us off?
Wahrscheinlich nicht.
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure.
Ah,
Let's
doch.
go.
Okay. Ich hatte nicht gedacht, dass
Wow,
er Zeit
you
hätte.
actually agreed. No worries, you must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too?
Nein, das ist nicht nötig. Es ist ja nicht so, dass wir nie zurückkommen, wiederkommen werden. Oh mein Gott, ich kann schon
Don't worry,
lesen.
we'll come back to see you. Paimon really likes the cafeteria here. The chefs sure do know how to make good grub.
Jo,
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
normalerweise
We'll
nicht.
do our best
Normalerweise.
to stay out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Meripede is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Nervlev was the one who asked us to come here,
Ja.
we should probably go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia.
Okay.
You're going to see Monsieur Nervylette? Please pass on our kind regards.
Okay.
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles.
Okay. Machen wir. Okay, aber dann zum Palais Mermonia und dann lassen wir mal wieder wissen, was da los ist. Ich weiß, was los ist, dass ich auf jeden Fall noch immer krank bin und ich nicht aufhöre zu husten. Ah Gott. Das wird noch eine schöne Aufnahmesession. Danach, wahrscheinlich Aufnahmesessions, weil ich das definitiv nicht an einem Stück kann alles aufnehmen, weil ich glaube kaum, dass die Quest sich 2,5 Stunden zieht. Und dann auch sogar die 2,5 Stunden könnte ich nicht mal aufnehmen. Also ja. Aber schon einen Teil werde ich auf jeden Fall
The
aufnehmen.
Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Ja, ich glaube, das ist kein Wunder, um ehrlich zu sein.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Nervylette did say you'd be welcome at any time.
Okay, dann ist ja gut.
Excuse me, would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here. You can see yourselves in.
Okay, danke.
Everyone's so busy. Seems a lot has been happening.
Ich bin mal gespannt, was. Es ist ja ein bisschen aber Zeit jetzt zwischen dem letzten Auftrag und jetzt eben halt gewesen. Jo.
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first.
Und die wären, ich habe zwar
In the
Vermutung
meantime,
was,
please
aber
have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
okay.
That's all right. We just ate.
Very
Natürlich.
well then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
Ja, okay. Die Zeit vergeht. Ich bin gespannt, warum er so gestresst ist.
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Was ist los?
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the Fortress of Meripede, and it appears that you've managed to complete all the release paperwork.
Yep.
That's right. And we came here to see you right away.
So, die Unpalma erzählt eine Wert alles, was seit dem Vorfall mit dem Urmann passiert ist, sowie von den Tropfen der Tage, ja.
A massive whale.
Yep, wir werden so ein Problem haben.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the primordial sea.
Das,
A
yeah.
whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only assume that Child is presently immersed in primordial seawater.
Ja, und dann gesetzt, dass nicht aus Fontaine kommt, sondern aus Schness. Naja, ja doch. Ist ja halt geschützt.
Immersed in primordial seawater? But how? Is he okay?
Er stammt nicht aus Fontaine, deshalb will er sich nicht auflösen.
Most
Aber
people wouldn't be
irgendwelche
capable of
Side-Effects
entering in the
wahrscheinlich.
first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself.
Es gibt noch etwas, das wir dich fragen möchten.
Yes? What is it?
Was war das für ein Beben, das wir vorhin gespürt haben?
Ah, right. Paimon felt it too. We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
Vielleicht ist das, worüber der Bericht war.
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago.
Was war das denn?
The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
Okay.
The water levels rose? Oh no! What about all the people there?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time and have already returned to normal now. However, I still have a bad feeling about the whole
Ich auch.
phenomenon. If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Und es hätte dann nicht lange bei Poisson bleiben, sondern immer
Nadia
höher
should be in
gehen.
Poisson, right? We need to go check on her!
Ja, das Hauptquartier der Rosula liegt da
I
dort.
would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet.
Ne, ich glaube
We
auch
must
nicht.
immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes.
Yep.
I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I finish things here.
Okay, machen wir. Das klingt nach einem guten Plan.
There's no time to lose! Let's get going!
Okay, machen wir.
Please be careful.
Machen wir. Also das klingt ja schon gut. Also ich mag, dass diese Quest wirklich direkt in die wichtigen Sachen reinspringt. Es wird wirklich keine Zeit verloren und es geht direkt los. Oh Gott, ich habe ein ganz ungutes Gefühl. Oh Gott, wir werden wahrscheinlich während der ganzen Quest sehen, wie wahrscheinlich die Flut steigt. Okay, da sind wir. Und, wie sieht's aus?
Oh no! What happened here?
Sieht doch gleich aus, oder spinne ich? Oh nein, obwohl, es sieht alles, ja, hier. Alle Gebäude scheinen nur in einem ziemlich schlechten Zustand zu sein. Jetzt habe ich es gesehen. Auf der Straße scheint auch niemand zu sein. Wurden sie alle aufgelöst? Nein, gehen wir noch nicht vom Schlimmsten aus.
Nadia should be around here, right? We need to make sure she's still... Jaime means we need to check on her.
Ja, definitiv. Suche nach einer Navi an Croissant. Jetzt, wo ich vorbei also, was gesagt, wo jetzt reingezoomt wurde, hab ich das gemerkt. Ich finde, da oben ist jemand auf dem Dach. Das heißt, so hoch ist das Wasser gegangen, oder wie?
We haven't seen a
Alter.
single soul all the way here. Oh, this is getting scary.
What will I ever do now?
Look, there's someone on the roof over there.
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
Oh Gott.
All right, just hurry.
Okay, ich nehme mal mir helfen aus. Oder nein, frage jemanden aus.
I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own?
Oh.
My Desiree.
Sie wurde aufgelöst, oder?
Oh, he looks pretty sad.
My leg! My leg! How could this have happened? It hurts!
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
Okay. Also normalerweise im letzten Akt habe ich keine Angst mehr, weil es gibt ein paar Situationen, wo ich mir denke, okay, es wird nicht so gut ausgehen. Aber wir wissen von den anderen Akten, dass es eigentlich immer relativ gut ausgeht. Aber das sieht richtig übel aus. Und dann ist der erste Anfang von der Quest. Wir haben noch bei weitem nicht den Höhepunkt erreicht.
She's over there.
Okay.
Hey, Navia, are you okay?
Ah, da ist sie. Angeschlagen wahrscheinlich von der ganzen
You're
Situation, ne?
here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
Ja, wir sind jetzt hier.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
Ja, was ist los? Das ist gerade ein Uhr mehr oder so.
Demoiselle, there was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
Ja, verdammt.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately
Okay,
climbed
that's
up
you,
to the
okay.
roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually...
He jumped down then.
Hmm.
Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
Okay.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right, you'll be in charge. I'm sorry. Where were we?
This situation in Poisson?
Ah, right. Allow me to explain.
Oh Gott, jetzt
A
kommt.
little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded in the waterways.
Warum ist sie auf einmal so leise?
Water started pouring out from everywhere. The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial
Ja,
seawater.
voilà.
Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water leaking from somewhere.
Ja.
Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared.
Alter.
Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights.
Oh,
The
Scheibenkleister.
Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. Fortunately, the water began to recede after some time, and the chaos came to an end.
Okay.
The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible.
Okay.
No one knows
Verständlich
if this
natürlich.
could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
Okay, ich hoffe, dass natürlich weitaus viele sie überlebt haben.
All of this just came out of nowhere.
Das ist der einzige Ort, der aktuell mal betroffen ist.
It
Es
was
gibt
quite
wahrscheinlich noch viel
frightening
mehr, die
indeed.
jetzt kommen.
I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Sag uns, was wir tun können.
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me. I really can't express how grateful I am.
Moment, uns fehlen doch ein paar Leute, oder?
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Übrigens, wo sind Melis und Silver? Sie wurden getroffen, oder?
Demoiselle, we've got a situation here.
Oh nein, sag mir nicht, dass das Wasser steigt.
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
Ich könnte mir gut vorstellen, dass die zwei sich geopfert haben, damit andere überleben.
And off she goes. Seems it might be a while before she can take a break.
Ja. Die Arme. Mervia ständige Bewegung, redet mit vielen Menschen, organisiert unterschiedliche Angelegenheiten. Jede ihrer Entscheidung ist klar und vernünftig.
Okay.
Allerdings ist ihr Gesicht
The wounded are being
wahrscheinlich
tended
geplagt
to,
mit,
and we finished a
ja,
preliminary head
irgendwas.
count. More support has just arrived, so
Entschuldigt.
I suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters.
Okay.
Of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina di Rosula ready to render assistance.
Okay.
Traveler, Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Können wir machen.
Huh? Right now?
Ich verstehe.
Thank you.
Wahrscheinlich ein letzter Abschied im Falle dessen, dass alles untergeht. Machen wir dann, erfüllen wir ihren Wunsch. Ich glaube, sie befürchtet halt wirklich einfach, dass das vielleicht das letzte Mal ist, wo sie ihren Vater kann besuchen, bevor die Flut kommt. Wo ich mal wirklich gespannt bin, wie Fontaine aussieht dann. Weil das ist wirklich krass. Okay, hier sind wir. Und es regnet. Das heißt,
Not a lot of people
Yeah.
here, huh?
ne.
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson, Paimon doesn't think there'd be a ton of people here visiting graves.
Right. That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted that they've no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Ja, eine richtige Krisensituation.
Navia?
Muss es nicht mehr zurückhalten. Oh, die Arme.
Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver. They won't ever come back here again.
Um ehrlich zu sein, ich weiß es mal nicht. Ich kann nicht mal sagen ja oder nein.
should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
Ein herzliches Beileid.
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still, I was the one who initiated it. They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time. And they were caught in the seawater.
What should we do?
I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid. But
Ja, aber es tut trotzdem weh.
I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just gone.
Ja. Oh, Flashback.
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
Ja.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even have a picnic. He wouldn't be angry, would he?
Ich glaube nicht.
How could Master ever be upset with you, Demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not? Everyone ends up here sooner or later.
Das war.
No matter...
Buying
Oops,
yourself
sorry.
a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, Demoiselle.
No.
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it'll save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
Du Vollidiot,
That
natürlich.
makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions, no?
Ja, das ist auch schon wahr.
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right. I'll remember your requests. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else.
Ja, na, wer will das definitiv machen?
I'd promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this.
Hey, das ist ganz
I don't
okay, ey.
usually cry, really.
Gewisse Situationen ist das
Doesn't know
komplett
how to help you
verständlich.
feel better. But, well, she understands how you feel.
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. Many things can only be accomplished with someone else's help.
Ja.
Malus and Silver have helped me so much. But by contrast, I could do nothing for them. I'm so sorry.
Na, wer das denn
You
best
can spend
probiert?
as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
Ja, wir sind für dich da.
Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means. By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Oh nein.
Obena,
Okay.
Khan, Burnett, Giverny, Francine, Karina, Daisy Ray,
Ja.
Joinville, Julianne, Esson, as well as Malus and Silver. So, everyone else is safe,
Ja.
but still.
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And you're right. We lost Malus and Silver. But we were able to save more than we anticipated.
Wenigstens das.
The overall outcome indicates that the cost was worth it.
Niemand hätte Opfer bringen müssen.
Right. Don't think that way, Navia. One
Entschuldigt, hui.
person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but that isn't something we should ever consider a trade. Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone. They're heroes.
Ja.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually. I'll remember your words.
Oh, really?
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
Okay, hallo. Wo kommst du her?
The knave? What are you doing here?
Das frag ich mich auch.
Is everything going well on your side?
Und ihr schaut euch so kennen.
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground.
Okay.
As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Okay, das heißt, die zwei helfen sich gegenseitig aus.
Thank you very much.
Wait,
Ups, sorry.
do you two know each other?
Ja, das hab ich auch gefragt.
We just met recently.
Okay.
Right, Miss Navia?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter. But that doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger would come looking for me. Thanks to the knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Okay.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing.
Okay.
That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
Okay.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before, and it's extremely important for us to know who we're working with.
Ich habe schon gedacht, dass irgendwie im Hintergrund die Fatui auch
My
irgendwie arbeiten.
subordinates
Jetzt
have reported
nicht
that
direkt mit
Fatui
Navia?
soldiers
Okay.
have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies. I'm quite surprised.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. You've witnessed that firsthand, in any case.
Ja.
As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster.
Ja, aber die kommt definitiv gleich jeden Moment.
Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our sincerity. Perhaps one day, you'll also be able to help me in the same way.
Okay.
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties. I won't forget your kindness.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Leider nicht,
Don't
ne?
say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could. As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person. And they weren't the price paid for other salvation. They chose to become heroes themselves.
Ja.
I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words. But right now, there's nothing more suitable.
Ja, das passt wirklich
Really
gut.
did become heroes.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately, I've never been one for such opinions.
So, you're one who will try to change fate then?
Ich kann mir gut vorstellen, wann ein Kino.
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention.
Okay.
By the way, traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Ja.
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right. Paimon thought you would ask us to walk with you for a moment so you could tell us something in private.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary.
Okay.
But there's no need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia listening in.
Okay.
Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance.
Yep, ich glaube, das wird doch so eine Situation sein.
You and I both know that there may be issues with the primordial sea. Previously, it was the fortress of Meripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson. These are both signals.
Ja, die Zeit für eine Zusammenarbeit ist also gekommen.
Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you.
Okay, jetzt bin ich gespannt.
During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times and seem to be worth investigating in many ways.
Okay.
Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely precious.
Okay.
My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck. And at present, we're all busy prioritizing the rescue effort.
Yep.
So that's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
Yep.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist affected residents.
Das heißt, die drei sind aber noch safe für aktuell. Okay.
Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most is you.
Oh.
Which is why I want to give you this task.
Okay. Bist du sicher, dass es in Ordnung ist?
The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family. But Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such, even though you are not from the house.
No.
I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Okay.
Oh, that somehow makes Paimon feel kinda happy.
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely share it with you.
Okay.
Got it. So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right? We can handle that.
Wir werden das schon hinbekommen.
Excuse me, but
Mein PC war schon
may I tag
egal.
along?
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins?
Deutlich.
You need to rest.
Well, I'm sad, yes, but I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing.
Ja, okay.
There's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me.
Okay.
Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need something, a distraction, to keep my mind off Malus and Silver.
Okay. Na, wer ist starkherzig, aber sie braucht jetzt Gesellschaft. Wir können diese Gesellschaft sein, wenn sie mit uns die Ruinen erkundet.
Since you put it that way, I have no objections. What do you say, traveler?
Wir werden die Ruinen gemeinsam erkunden.
All right. The ruins are to the south of Poisson.
Okay.
Here's the map.
Danke.
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on, let's pack up and get going.
Yep, weil wir definitiv keine Zeit verlieren. Okay. Boah, ich würde sagen, wir machen dann im nächsten Part weiter und werden diese Ruinen untersuchen. Ich bin mal sehr gespannt, wie die aussehen und was da passieren wird. Aber ja, dann danke fürs Zuschauen. Wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal. Tschüss.